Good morning and a warm welcome to all the dignitaries, students, parents, and the coordinators. I appreciate every student and a special thanks to their parents who took out time out of their busy schedule to attend today's webinar presented by MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College, Alandi, Pune. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And my dear students, it is time that you take this step towards your career and become an accomplished professional and a great human being. I take privilege to mention that we are blessed with our visionary management of MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College. We are thankful that under the leadership of Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir and Dr. Sunil Karad sir, who is our executive director and trustee, because of whom we are contributing towards the growth of every aspirant. Under the guidance of our director, Dr. B.B. Wafare sir, who has always been a torchbearer for our college since its inception. He has thrived to provide quality education along with human values to all of you. Our motive for today's webinar is to spread awareness between all the aspirants about the future and career in science and computer science. The sequence for the webinar is a presentation by our domain experts followed by question and answer session. I request you all to please be on mute and keep your microphone mute till the presentation ends. Today we have with us a versatile person, Dr. Amit Tale sir, who has completed his BSc and MSc. He comes with a rich experience of 15 years into teaching, 2 years of industry experience. He has handled cultural department for 10 years and additionally, he is also a deputy controller of examination. He is pursuing PhD from Bharati Vidyapit Kolhapur. Along with Amit Tale sir, we also have Ms. Rashmi Lad ma'am, who carries more than 22 years of experience into the same industry, out of which she has dedicatedly served MIT College, Alandi for 16 years, 12 years as head of department for BSc Computer Science, and now she is a dean for Computer Science and Application. So now I hand over the entire presentation to Amit Tale sir, who will be presenting, and post that we will have Rashmi ma'am, who will be having her presentation shown to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm really very much excited to be here and discuss with you all about today's topic of webinar. And I am definitely sure that it shape your life. Today's topic is the career path and future trends in science and computer science after 12th. In this journey of education, it is not about acquiring the knowledge, it is about shaping our futures. Because education is not only classrooms and textbooks, it is the cornerstones of dream, ambition, and societal progress. It nurtures critical thinking, innovation, and instill values that guide us throughout the life. Now, moving ahead, we are having four pillars of education demands. Opening with the first point, comprehensive academic excellence. To build a successful career, for that, a strong academic foundation is required. This means not just excelling in exams, but also understand the concept deeply and deploying analytical skills. Our college, MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College, offer a diverse range of high quality programs with cutting edge curriculum design to equip students with in-depth knowledge and practical skills. The second point is state-of-the-art facilities and resources. This is also very much in demands while taking the education from anywhere. So, a well equipped laboratories and well stocked libraries, modern infrastructures, and technological resources that enhance any learning experience and foster creativity and innovation. And all this thing is provided in our college. The third point, personalize mentorship and career guidance. Guidance from the mentor. It may be a teacher, it may be a alumni, means those are already completed their education, they are alumni in our college, or industry or profession is invaluable. They help us navigate challenges, explore opportunities, and stay motivated throughout our journey. So, this is also a one required or demanding point we have in education. The last one is industry relevant training and internship opportunities. So, in our college, we have equipped students for the world beyond academic, providing opportunities for internships and placements that align with their skills and aspiration. So, these four pillars lay the foundation for meaningful education that empower us to achieve our goal. At MIT, we are committed to fostering the holistic development of our students. In the slides, the journey of thousands miles begins with a single step. Choosing the right path today will shape the future you build tomorrow. So, anytime if you choose the right path, they path today hold the power to define the future we build for ourselves. Because in every journey, begin with a choice, and every choice shape the road ahead. The decision you make today determine the path we walk tomorrow and bring us nearer to the success and the destination that you visualize. So if you are taking decision based on your interest, I'm definitely sure that you get the success in your life. Next slide, please, sir. Yeah. So now, after this, I'm just talking about the courses we have offered in MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College, Anandi campus. So here we are offering various courses under the UG program, undergraduate programs and postgraduate programs. So in undergraduate programs, we are having BSc Computer Science, BSc Information Technology, that is BSc IT, BSc Cyber and Digital Science, it is BSc CDS, BSc Data Science, BSc Animation, and BSc AI and ML, that is Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. Next slide, please, sir. So now here, I'll just talk about the overview of science and computer science and science and computer application programs. The first one is computer science and application. So in MIT, we in under the computer science and application, we mainly focus on two courses, that is BSc Computer Science and Bachelor of Computer Application. These two courses are having a fundamental concept such as algorithms, data structure, database management systems, and operating systems. These are the base of computing and are essential for understand modern technologies, or maybe we can say These courses are take you till or open the door for you of the industry. The BSc Computer Science, whenever we are talking about the BSc Computer Science, so BSc Computer Science is more focused on theoretical scientific foundation of computing along with mathematics and computer science, because the eligibility for BSc Computer Science is 12th with mathematics. In the same way, here with a BCA, this Bachelor of Computer Science, Bachelor of Computer Application is also more application driven, catering to students who want to focus more on software development, application programming, and practical aspects of computing. In this both the courses, you get the hands-on learnings and you handle the real-world computing task. Because both the courses provide a solid foundation that after that you can pursue higher studies in any of the specialized field like artificial intelligence and machine learning or the data science or the computer science or cybersecurity, anyone. Now, the second point is emerging technologies. As you are aware, nowadays, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics are now in boom. Every time you heard about AI, ML, and data science. So, this here in MIT, as an emerging technology, we offer BSc Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, that is BSc AI ML, and BSc Data Science. And this both the courses are forefront of emerging technologies. While talking about BSc AI and ML, so BSc AI and ML mainly focus on knowledge of algorithms, neural networks, deep learning, artificial intelligence, natural language processing, and computer vision. Students learn to design any intelligent systems and they can solve a complex problem that prepare for career in AI, in research, in software development, and in data science. So after doing this, you are able or you can work as in a role of AI researcher or the software developer or a data scientist. Now talking about BSc Data Science. So BSc Data Science emphasize more on data analytics and data analysis. Here, this course is a combination of statistics, computers or data science, and somehow mathematics. So now here you learn statistical modeling, machine learning, analytics part, and in that the topics cover like big data, visualization tool, predictive analysis, and database management systems. So both the courses are designed to meet the growing demands for professionals in technology-driven industries. So here, these two courses are having are designed in this way. The curriculum is designed in this way that it is whatever the current demand is available in the industry. So these two courses just meet that demands. Not only these two courses, whatever the courses that we have offered in MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College, because our college is autonomous from last academic year. So while designing the courses, we try to inculcate all the industry demands in that so that our students get the in-depth knowledge plus whatever the demand is available in the industry. So again, we just try to ready our students as per the industry demands. Now, moving ahead, creative tech. Under the creative tech, we are having our specialized course that required the creativity and innovation, that is BSc animation. So under here as an undergraduate courses, we offer BSc animation that required artistic creativity with technological expertise. This program mainly focus on animation techniques, visual storytelling, and multimedia productions. Here, students learn about 2D and 3D animation, character designing, motion graphics, and visual effect. So, this courses, like nowadays, most of the students know, you number of times you just learn some online courses. You learn some or you just play some online games. So, in BSc animation, you can design a game also. So here, with the help of that character modeling and all, you can work as a game designing, you can work as a graphics designer, or you can again work in a film industries also. So this is again under the creative tech, we have a BSc animation. The next point we are having that key focus area that encompass essential skills were required for another course, that is BSc Information Technology. So Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, it mainly focus knowledge and skills that required to manage and develop ID systems. It offers diverse opportunities in software development, software administrations, web development, networking, and data analysis. So these are the overview of the science and computer science programs that we offer in MIT Arts, Commerce, and Science College. Now, we not only offer some courses, but now we discuss the core skills is required in all these programs, and whatever the specialization is required, whatever the specialization you get in this particular courses. So now here, in first one, we are having animation. Here, there are, while just learning this BSc animation. So the BSc animation course, for that, as in core skills, you required creativity and innovation. How you can imagine the things in a different way out. So this is the here, while learning this course, while pursuing this course, you just get or you learn from the foundation of art, how to design any of the art, how to design any of the face. Sometimes you have to design one character that is in a happy mode or maybe in a anger mode. So here, in this particular course, you learn how to create it or how to develop it from that art till art design to till the character designing, all with the help of all the tools. Here you learn in BSc animation. Again, here you learn graphics designing, UI and UX design. UI and UX design is required whenever anyone is designing any of the websites or web applications. Then VFX designing, this is again required for 2D and 3D animations. Then here you learn filmmaking also. So under the filmmaking, how to shoot a single or how to just shoot any of the video, till again how you can edit it, how you can process it till a movie, till that you can learn under this particular course. So here we are having number of game designings. Under the designing you learn, if you have to just go for the interior designings and all, so that particular kind of things also you can design, that also you can learn in BSc animation. So this is the core skills you required, and again the specialization you learn here. And while now again I can say that any of the students who pursue BSc who completed their 12th again in science streams and any other streams can go for this particular course. So now here we required only the innovations and creativity, and all other things. For that there are so many tools we are having, illustrators, again here to Maya, then again Unity software, Nukes. There are so many tools we are having. With the help of that you can learn all these technologies in BSc animation. Then the emerging trends we are having in AI ML. So now I just discuss about what you required, a core skills you required again here while doing BSc AI and ML. So in BSc AI and ML, here we just start from the basics of programming and some basic concepts of Python programming, along with some basic concepts you required of mathematics, like uh, here linear algebra and calculus also. Because after that we move ahead in artificial intelligence, image processing, machine learnings, computer visions, and here you can develop some real-time project also, and some predictions or analysis also that you learn you learn in AI and ML. So here, as in core skills that you required, anyone is completed their 12th with maths and physics as the core skill is required, and after that as an specialization you learn from C, Python programming, some database concept, to till artificial intelligence, machine learnings, and how to develop some real world, how to solve any real world problems, that also you can learn in BSc AI and ML. Then next we discuss here BSc cybersecurity. BSc cybersecurity is also a one emerging technology we are having nowadays. So in BSc cybersecurity, mainly here we required how to secure our laptop or how to secure our gadgets. So now here, how we provide a security? Maybe in terms of data, maybe in terms of machine, maybe in terms of cloud. So here, you just the core skill is required here, that only BS 12th in science with English. But here, as in a specialization, here you learn from basic hardware, how is OS is going to work, how any operating system is going to work with database, then programming concepts, because for while just giving some solution to any of the security purpose, you required some knowledge of programming also. So now here again you learn cryptography, then data security, cloud security, ethical hacking, and some part of cyber law, because the as the name is a cyber security, so you also aware that how many laws are there. Again in that you learn some digital forensics part also. So this is the beauty of this particular course, that in that you learn. Here we required more concepts of networking. So that's why here you just go from hardware to network and then other part of the security. So this course is having their own beauty. In that you can learn all about the security part. So here in advanced security also you learn in BSc cyber and BSc cyber security and digital science. Then next course is BSc data science. Now talking about a BSc data science, now most of the there are so many jobs for data analysis, and nowadays we are doing analysis part, some prediction part, or maybe some here like we are having some analytics. Based on that we can know about our market demands, maybe sometimes our stock demands and everything. So here in data science, here you learn from basic to the programming, all the programming languages like Python. Then again here you learn some visualization tool like Power BI, Tableau, and here you get the foundation of AI ML also. So those who already completed their 12th with English, they can go with this particular course. So again here you learn analysis. So for that you required a little bit of introductions of mathematics and statistics. So this is also is a requirement, and the specialization we are having is required while doing this BSc data science. Then BSc IT. BSc IT, this is again here industry demand courses. And in BSc IT, you learn all the core skills. Here in technical proficiency like C++, Python, Java, web development, database, operating system, and software developments. So after doing this course, anyone are able to work in a role of like a software development or the web development developer or database, anywhere you can work. While creating or while doing all these courses, here you get a practical exposure, hands-on learnings, because all these courses are having a practical demands. You cannot only, it is not possible to learn only theoretical. Here you required experiential learning project in every semester. From third semesters onwards, you are having your field project, then community projects, then you get on job training also under this particular courses. Because while talking about all these UG programs, so these UG programs are having, as per the NEP, these are 4-year courses or the 3-year courses. While completing 3 years, you get the degree in BSc Computer Science, or BCA or BSc Animation or BSc AIML or Cybersecurity or Data Science or BSc IT. But if you are going for the fourth year, so you get the degree as an honors, BSc Computer Science with honors. So all this courses is designed in this way that up to in these 3 years you get the knowledge and all you get the knowledge as per the industry relevant, and not only the knowledge, you are competent or you can work in the industry, you can work or you can competent with in the global market. So all that competency is required for this courses that we provide in our college. Here you get the exposure of global certification also. In our college, we are having some MOUs. So with the help of that, you can learn some certification, global certifications also. So as per the requirement of a particular subjects, like again, if you are doing suppose a data science or if you are doing cyber security, so you can just do the certification according to your align the subjects. So that is also we provide in our MIT. So next slide, please. Now, talking about the career prospects and industry relevance. So, graduation is not a milestone, it is the gateway to fulfill one's dream and ambition. A successful career represent one of the most rewarding outcomes of the education. To secure a good placement in any of the company is the dream of any of the students, and all these things is required and all these things you get your hard works and dedications. So now I discuss about the career prospects and industry relevance that you have in this all these courses. That here the first one is software engineering. So after completing any of the course like BSc Computer Science, Bachelor of Computer Application, BSc IT, you can work as a software engineer, or you are as a BSc Data Science, AIML and Cybersecurity. You can work as a software engineer. Then again data science, it is mainly focused on how to analyze a data, and here you required some statistical and analytical skills. So the next one is cybersecurity experts. Already I have tell you, whenever you are working as a cybersecurity experts, so you have to protect the systems, you have to protect any of the your gadgets, you have to again recover it, protect from the threats. So what are the protocols is required, what are the laws are available for that. So here while working as an cybersecurity experts, so you have to, this is your job. So for that you required all the knowledge of security protocols. While working as an AIML engineer, so here you develop some models, AI models, and using machine learning algorithms, and this required expertise in AI technology. So all these things you learn while in BSc AI ML. The same thing if here if you are doing any of the course, and that also like BSc Computer Science, BCA, and that also you learn all these things. Next slide, please, sir. Now, talking about a specific, again, a career path based on the technology. Now, software development. Software development here we can say that if you are going in any of the industry, so you worked as a software development, you have to develop some machines. So your designations are either as a software developer or software engineer or software architect. So now, while completing any of the course in computer science and applications, you get or you can pursue all these designations. So now here you can work in the role of software developer, software engineer, and software architect under the software development. In database and in security. So again, the requirement of database and security, here you have to secure your database. So if you are interested in database like how to manage the data, how to secure the data, how to provide a support to the data, so you can work as a database administration, or you can work as a info security analyst or support specialist. So as a role here, you have to provide, you have to give the support, or you have to manage your data. Because here, how for that, here you can work here as a DBA, that is a database administrator. Under the next career path is available, that is networking and cyber. As I have already tell you that after completing BSc Cyber and Digital Science, because cyber and digital science is more focused on networking, or more focus on hardware part. So here you can work as a network architecture, system engineer, and security engineer. Under the cybersecurity, and here you have some government job in forensic labs and cybersecurity also. So this is also a benefit you can get after completing your BSc cybersecurity and digital science. Next one, there are some best career options you are having in computer science, applications, and in animation. So, first of all, talking about the animation. So, in animation, I have tell you that here you learn all the tools. With the help of that, you can design some characters also, or you can learn a 3D or 2D designings. So here, after doing BSc animation, you can work as a, you have a career, you can make your career in as an animator, or as a 3D modeler, or character designer. As a graphics designer also you can work. Again, you can work as a UI UX designer also. How you can design any of the web page, in that also you can work. Again, we are having graphics designing, you can go in the graphics designing also. You can design, like whenever we say animator, so animator is not here in any of the industry, you can go with any advertisement industries also, where you can work as an animator, or maybe you can go in a film industries also, there also you can work as a character designer. Because now like there are so many films, they are coming as they are using animation, they are using VFX, and sometimes they are again coming in terms of like as animated movies. So here, this is the best career options you are having in animations. Under the computer science, you can work as a software developer, you can develop any of the software, you can develop any of the web applications also. Then you can work as a data scientist, or you can work as a AI engineer. So all these roles you can pursue, or you can work, all these doors are open for you after completing your graduation in computer science and in applications. Under the applications, you can work as a role of web developer, mobile app developer, and UI UX designer. Not only this, again you can go here as an software developer also. So software engineer also. Again here we can talk more about the career opportunities in animations and designs. So in animations, you have visual effect, that is VFX. VFX. So under the VFX, you can work as a 2D animator, 3D animator, keyframe animator, then image animator, character animator, and modeler and texture artist also. While doing this course, I have already tell you here you learn how to design a character on paper through the machines. That much things you learn. First you get how to design any of the art. When you know how to design any of the art, then only you can design a character. Then only you can just provide some motions to that. So now here again you are having modeler and texture artist and character animations. So all these things are again you have in BSc animations. So you can work as a designing and editing roles, or maybe you can go in productions and production processing also. In that you can work as a rigging artist, then rendering artist, and digital ink and paint artist also. I have already tell you because here you learn how to shoot a small video till how to go or how to just prepare a one film. That much things you get in the syllabus, that much things you learn in the syllabus. So again how you can connect all your small videos and you just produce your own film, that also here you learn in productions and processing things. So all these are the career options you are having in BSc animations and designs. Apart from that, again here you can go for the interior. You can design some as an interior also. You can design some. You can work in a transport. Again transportation designs also you can do. So there are different kind of and different industries you are having where you can work in a design. Next, sir. Then here we're talking about a career options in AI, data science, and in testing. So in AI and machine learning, while talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning, as I say, here you learn the basic of programming till the advance. So here you get the chance to work as a AI research scientist, then ML engineer or data scientist. Then in a data analysis and here in business intelligence, you can work, you have opportunity, you can work as a data analyst, business analyst, and data architect. Then here again you can work as a data scientist also. While working in AI, data science, and in testing, and testing opportunities is available for the computer science and computer application students also. So now here, software testings and quality assurance is one more career path is available for computer science and applications. So those students are pursue their degree in computer science and application, and so here after they can go as a software testings and quality assurance, because this is also a very much important if you developed your system. So without test it, we cannot just launch it in the market. So testing is also, and just check the quality. This is also a big demanding job in IT industry. So here you can work as a manual tester or automated tester. So here these are the career opportunities you are having in artificial intelligence, data science, and computer science and applications. So now here you cannot restrict yourself. Here, based on your liking, based on your interest, you can work in IT industry, because it is not, uh, I can say, restrict that again. Data in the post of data and a scientist or data analyst, only this particular student is going based on your interest, based on your in-depth knowledge, and having some certifications, and again the industry demand skills or your skills, you can pursue such kind of opportunity in computer science and applications. So next slide, please. So here in MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College, we not only offer whole undergraduate courses, but we have offered a postgraduate courses also, because this is also a one options are having for the computer science and application students. After completing their graduation, they can pursue, they can go for higher studies also. So they can, all the computer science students and application students, they can have some options. They can pursue either MSc Computer Science, MSc Cyber and Digital Science. Again, BSc Data Science students can go for MSc Data Science, and along with all other options. Then MSc IT, that is Information Technology, MSc Computer Application, and one more, that is MSc Industrial Mathematics with Computer Applications. So there are so many options you have for your higher studies also. So, and here, so you cannot restrict yourself. After doing your uh, graduation, you can go for the post graduation also, or you can have a good career options under this courses, that is science and.
Lord Madam,
Yes, sir.
some student is raising his hand. Maybe what is that? Naam is
Okay.
Prasthana Divsi.
Okay, sir.
So many times he raised his hand. So let us ask him. So what do you want to ask?
Okay. Yeah, I request Prathana. If you have any query, please tell me.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Very good afternoon. Actually, I want to ask that some time before you explained that career in AI.
Okay.
So I want to know that is MIT is having career options in AI.
Career in AI.
Yeah, Prarthana, let Madam complete her presentation, and during the question answering session, so everything will be answered.
Okay, sir. No problem. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
You
let her
just.
to complete her presentation first. Then we'll come to question answering one by one.
Um,
Okay, ma'am. Okay, sir.
Yeah, Pratna, actually we are, as madam is already, Shweta ma'am has already said that we have, after this presentations, we open the forum for the question answer. So at that time, definitely I'll just give you answer. Okay. Yeah. So all these post-graduation courses we are having in MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College. Next. So now I request Mr. Amit Tali sir to take the charge. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rashmi Madam, for this wonderful presentation and throwing the light on the palette of courses which are available after 12th science. So, students, definitely it is very difficult to take a right decision, and you need some guidance to take the right decision. And Madam has already explained you about what are the opportunities which are available, and the courses which you can opt. So madam has already told you which course you like. You just go through it. If you have any doubts, then definitely you can come to the campus and you can also clear your doubts, and then you can take the right decision. Because the moment you take the right decisions, your life will be successful, your career will be successful, and you will be peaceful in your career path. So now, suppose if you want to go for BCA science course after 12th, then it has a CET examination. So these are the dates which are already displayed on the screen. Suppose if you are opting for the BCA science, so then you have to go through the CET examination, MHCET, Maharashtra CET examination you have to give. So these are the schedule of the examination. So 29th April 2025, 30th April 2025, and 2nd of May 2025. So you have to definitely, most of the students, those who want to go for BBA, BCA, or BBA CA courses or BBIB courses, they have to go through the CET. So you just take the screenshot of this schedule, or you can note down somewhere so that your test should not be missed. And what comes in that particular CET examination? So this is the syllabus. So syllabus is like that. There is English language questions, there is reasoning questions, there is general knowledge and awareness, and little bit computer basics will be there. So it is 100 marks question, 100 marks paper will be there, and you have to go through it, and the duration is 90 minutes, and the medium of the examination is English, right? So definitely you must have applied for this CET test. Now, moving ahead, this is about the institution of MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College. It is my honor and privilege to take a moment to speak about three distinguished personalities whose contribution to education have left a profound impact, not only in Maharashtra but across the nation. First and foremost, Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, a visionary educationist par excellence and founder of MIT Group of Institutions and MIT World Peace University. Dr. Karad sir has been a torchbearer of philosophy that integrates science and spirituality. His mission to promote global peace through value-based education is reflected in the magnificent World Peace Dome, which stands as a symbol of wisdom and harmony. With over 4 decades of service in the field of engineering education, he has shaped thousands of young minds and remains an inspiration to education worldwide. Next, I would like to speak about Dr. Sunil Karad sir, the Executive Director and Trustee of MIT Group and the Executive President of Avantika University. A global scholar with a strategic mind, Dr. Karad sir combines traditional values with modern technology in education. He has championed innovation through initiatives like EduGuild, India's first EdTech accelerator, and remains committed to empowering students with future-ready skills. His global education and forward-thinking approach have led to the establishment of multiple institutions dedicated to design, innovation, and entrepreneurship. And last but not the least, Dr. Biba Afare sir, the respected director of MIT Arts, Commerce and Science College. A very dedicated academician, Dr. Wafare sir has been instrumental in nurturing learning environment that focuses on holistic development. And under his leadership, the institution has consistently grown in quality and reputations. He believes in sharpening the intellectual and moral capacities of students, preparing them to serve society with integrity and purpose. So students, why I'm telling this about, because MIT has a very good guidance of these three educationists who has shaped thousands and thousands of students, and the students are doing miracles in their career. And it is always to take a right decision, to select the right course and to select the right institute. So now our college has n number of activities for the students. Now, not only in academics, MIT is very strong, but also the curricular and co-curricular activities for our students and by the students. We have several skill development courses. We have several skill development courses where students can go for the skill development courses, like if you want to do a certification course in cloud computing, or if you want to do a certification course in AI or ML, so that we have that courses. We also have a tie-up with Swayam, NPTEL courses are also there. Also we have several MOUs, memoranda of understandings, with different industries, like different industries where our students can take the advantages of that industries. We have MOUs with N Language, Question Pro, Delnet, and also we have MOUs with so many another industries where student promote their cultural exchange or student encourage development of education and cooperation. So we have several MOUs. After that, not only MOUs but also through these MOUs, we also call the experts from the industries for our students to guide them. So in the experts come from the industries and they guide our students. What are the current trends in industries right now? What technologies are there? How you can prepare for the interview? How you can face the interview? What are the things which you can avoid in the interview, and what are the things we should tell to the interview? Each and everything, the lectures are there. Experts come from the industries, and we organize seminars, workshops for our students. Even we organize expert talks to our students, where students ask the questions to the industry experts, to our alumni, what are the opportunities in different technologies. Also we take our students to the industry, so that student will get how the actual work happens in the industry. So recently our student visited to Japan, our student visited to Dubai. We took our students to Japan, Dubai for as an industry visit, for university visit, so that student will also understand what are the things are there, and how the students and there how the students are learning different things. Also we organize several events. We organize Science Week, we organize IT Fest, we organize Commerce Week. We organize n number of events for the students, by the students, because we give students a platform where student organize, where students come together, they lead the events, they go to the sponsors, they get the sponsorships, so that student will learn the leadership skills, student will learn the communication skills, student will learn how to interact in a team. So all the things we give to our students. Also we have different student clubs, like we have Athletes Club, we have Game Force Gaming Club, we also have Jagruti Manch, we also have Anubhuti Club, where students participate in the area where they like. Also we have a Nath Brahma cultural group of MIT ACAC, where students are getting a huge platform. Students are performing in art skills. If you are good in dance, if you are good in singing, if you are good in acting, then definitely our students are participating in state, national, university levels in cultural competitions, and definitely they are also achieving a new heights. Also we organize research competitions for our students. Not only academics, as I said, we also organize research competitions where students will understand what is research, how to do research. At least he will understand research means what, and he will get the seed. So that definitely at this point he will not understand much, but definitely he will inspire himself that okay, this kind of research is there. And most of the students, some students also, now one of our alumni, Kishan Kesari, he is doing a research with a Japanese university. So, and when he was in our college, he was very keen. He at the time of our college, at the time of his studies, he presented 2 to 3 research papers, and after that, his interest got, and then after that, he made all the things in research, and now he is doing his PhD with Japan University. So these are the opportunities which we give to our students, and students will explore in their field which they like. This is the placement record of 2024-2025 and placement record of 2023-24. Company visited 200, more than 200 companies are visited, and still the placement is going on. Up till now, we have placed the 355 students, and our highest package for 2024-25 is 6 lakh per annum. And these are the analysis of our placement record. And this is the list of the companies which we offer to our students: Accenture, XLR, Motilal Oswal, Red and Willow, Career Mantra, ADEX Media. List of companies which we have offered internship to our students. So students, not only we offer the placement, but we also offer the internship. Internship may be of 1 month, or internship may be of 3 months or 6 months. It varies. But also simultaneously, while studying, while in your academics, you can also get the hands-on experience, how you can work in the industry. So you have to go to the company, you have to work there, and you have to submit the report, right? So these are the companies where we are offering internship to our students. Now, we are taking much efforts just to shape the careers of our students, and the awards that we are getting, these are some of the glimpses that this is the awards that we got from different institutes, from different societies. Our college received a best college award at university level for student development activities. So we have conducted ample activities in our college campus so that we received the award. And not only for 1 year, we received this award for consecutive 3 years: 2015-16, 2016-17, and 2017-18 from Savitribai Phule Pune University. Also, we received the Yuva Sammelan Sohara Best District Level SDO Award, NSS Appreciation Award. Next, college has received so many several awards. Also, our college is accredited with grade A in first cycle with 3.21 CGPA by National Assessment Accreditation Council. Also, these are several awards which we have received. We received the Gold Plus Band. We received the Best Institute Award by International Organization for Academic and Scientific Development. We stand in Titanium Band India Academic Ranking by our World Institutional Ranking. Also, we received OBE ranking. These are the awards which we received. Certificate of Outstanding Service in Pursuit of Excellence towards being a top institution for campus life. We ranked in Gold Band. Now, last but not the least, we provide these many courses in our campus, And now I hand over the mic to Shweta madam for question and answer session. Shweta madam, over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for this beautiful presentation. And students, I'm sure that you must have got a lot of insights from this presentation and whatever pointers and highlights sir and ma'am has given us. I'm sure you might be having a lot of questions in your mind. So we are now open for question and answer session. Those who have questions can raise their hand and mute yourself once I tell you or once I call out your name. You can ask the question, and our expertise or myself will be answering all your questions. So you can start raising your hand. Those who have questions can raise your hands.
Or another way, madam, if they are not able to speak or raise the hand, ask them to type the question in chat box.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So in case if due to technical glitch or any other reason, if you're unable to ask on mic, then you can type it, we will answer it.
Shweta ma'am, first take question of Pratna. She's asking something in between the presentation.
Yes. So Pratna, are you here? Yes. Ma'am, there is a question. PCB student can do BSc in AIML or no?
For BSc AIML, as per university's eligibility criteria, maths is mandatory in 12th class. So PCB student is not eligible for AIML. Along with maths, student has to minimum score 50% and above in 12th standard. So PCM or PCMB with 50% plus score is eligible for admission. PCB student is not eligible.
No, but you tell other options as well
Yes,
for the
yes.
other courses so far available at our campus.
Yes, yes. So for PCB student, BSc IT, BSc Cyber, BSc Animation, BSc Data Science, these options are available.
Yes. Polan, I think your question is answered. And I guess Maya, you had the similar kind of questions about the eligibility, and sir has answered that as well for AI. Yes, we come to the next question. Vineet has asked whether if somebody has missed the Maharashtra CET form at that time, what will they do now?
For BBA, BCA, CET, Maharashtra CET for BBA, BCA is mandatory. So as of now, there is no alternate option. In case if student has appeared for CUET examination, CUET exam is allowed for BBA, BCA admission. So that is the alternate option. But anyone CET is mandatory, either Maharashtra BBA, BCA CET or CUET.
So Vineet, I hope your question is answered, and this is specific to BBA and BCA course. CET is mandatory, but in case if you are exploring some other options, we also have options in commerce. And in case if you are a science student, you can explore some science options as well, which we have. So you can leave your WhatsApp number or your contact number and your email ID so that we can get connected, and we will help you to explore some more options with us.
एडमिशन ओपन हो गया है क्या? हेलो,
Yes.
एडमिशन
Yes.
ओपन हो गया
Yes, admission is open.
BCA
Hey,
कोर्स?
for which
Faizan, can you please specify which course are you looking for and which admissions are you looking for?
Yes.
Any? Hello, Faizan. You can even type your question. We will answer.
No.
Okay. Maya, you have a question. What comments should a student should go for? I believe that you are asking what a commerce student should go for. So yes, we have a BCom course which you can go for, and we also need to know what is your background and when did you complete your 12th and some more information. If you can leave your number and email ID, we would be in a better position to explore some more options in commerce and guide you for the specializations. But as of now, we have specialization in fintech for commerce students, which is quite booming.
Madam, commerce students can go for BBA CA also,
Yes.
but definitely they have to apply for the CET.
CET.
Through CET, they can go for BBA CA, second chance to become a software engineer.
Yes. So Maya, I hope your question is answered. In case if you have applied for Maharashtra CET, we are also open for BBA as an option for you. Yes, there's a student who has raised a question. You can unmute and ask your question. Okay, I have a question from Ashia Kale. Is any entrance examination mandatory for BBA? Yes, Ashia, there is an entrance exam. You are supposed to appear for Maharashtra CET. And first you have to apply for Maharashtra CET, but the dates are already gone. But if not, if you have not applied, then we have some other options available for you. So you can come over to our campus, or maybe you can leave your number and email ID. We will connect with you immediately. Faizan, your question again comes, that is admissions open, whether admissions are open or no. Yes, the admissions for all the courses are open, and you can specify any particular course that you're looking for. We will be happy to help you. आप अपना कोर्स बता दीजिए, हम आपको हेल्प करेंगे, या तो आपका नंबर दे दीजिए, हम उस नंबर पे कॉल करके आपको हेल्प करेंगे.
Okay.
Thank you. There's a student who is asking a question. PCM student, I don't want maths. So I applied for BSc Cyber. So please give details for cyber scope, and what fresher salary, and what about placement. So Amit sir, would you like to take this question?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So students, there is a lot of opportunity in cyber. So we have a course, BSc Cyber and Digital Science, you can opt for, and madam has already told you the opportunities which are available. Yes, definitely for fresher the salary would be ranging from 3 lakh to 5 lakh. So you will get the opportunities, become a cyber or ethical hacker. You can get a job in a company where you have to secure the network of the company, you have to secure the data of the company. Like that, there are several positions, and definitely day by day the demand of cyber and digital science, this technology is getting increased. So definitely a very good scope for cyber and digital science course.
Yeah, I just want to add in that. Again, if you want to opt BSc Cyber and Digital Science, so you have a chance to get the government job also. So because in government also, because in cyber crime is one department, so all the cyber security students can go over there also. Or as sir told that you worked as a data, you go with data security and all. So some government job is also available. So there also cybersecurity students can work. Okay. And again here, as I have already just briefed you about a BSc Cyber and Data Science, Digital Science. So here you learn from basics to means till the hardware part, the networking part, and how to secure any of your machine. Till that you learn so many things. Okay, so this is the scope you are having related to cybersecurity and data digital science.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for taking up the question. Our next question is, Ajay Wagh has asked, what is the procedure for admissions for BBA? Ajay, for getting into a BBA course at MIT, you are supposed to apply for Maharashtra CET. And I believe that since you are a BBA aspirant, you must have applied for it. And apart from that, you can also fill our college application form to secure a provisional admission. It depends on the eligibility and the result.
Madam, there is one more question.
Yes.
Which is about Ajay Wagh. It is necessary to pass CET exam for commerce students.
Yes.
So Magar sir, please address this question.
So BBA, BCA entrance examination, it is mandatory to qualify examination. There will be no pass or fail criteria for any CET examination. So if student score non-zero score, student will be eligible for admission in any college which participated in CAP round, and admission will be offered on the basis of CET score merit.
I hope, Maya, this answers your question. Gaurav sir, I would also like you to take this question from Vineet. He says, what if someone didn't get this college through CAP rounds after appearing for Maharashtra CET?
So, cap round is a centralized admission process in which a student has to fill option form, and accordingly, as per merit, allotment will be done. After cap round, student can apply for institute level admission, or student now can also apply for provisional admission. So if seats any cancellations is happens, or any vacancy is there, in that case against vacancy admission will be allotted to student.
Thank you, sir. Vineet, I hope your question is answered. We have one more question from Sumit. Is any entrance exam for BSc Animation? For BSc Animation, there is no entrance like a Maharashtra CET as such, but then yes, you will have to fill up our application form, and then we will be scheduling a college level entrance for you. We have a question from Appu. After BBA and MBA, how can I get a package up to 70 lakh to 1 crore along with skill development? I am also an investor in stock market and having commerce background. Please give me your suggestion. So Appu, this is a very nice question from you, and I would like to understand what exactly is your profile in person. If you can leave your mobile number and email ID, we will be happy to help you in person. But yes, when we are talking about package, from graduation directly, expecting a package of 70 lakh to 1 crore is definitely a very big jump that you are looking for. But yes, slowly and steadily, once you start with a basic salary, and slowly and steadily, once you gain experience, then obviously your package and your remuneration increases depending on the companies that you are working for. So if you are working for MNCs and the profile that you are handling, if it is a peak profile and it's on the higher side or maybe on a higher management, you can definitely earn that much of salary. But as of now, nobody promises anything like that. But yes, it depends on your skill set, which we will be helping you to develop. So Appu, please leave your email ID and your mobile number. We will talk in person. Vineet, again, you have a question. I'm a science student, specifically want to get into BCA. Vineet, if you want to go for BCA, in that case, Maharashtra CET, as we have been saying, that Maharashtra CET is mandatory. So for that, you will, I'm sure you must have applied for it. Once you apply for BCA, Gaurav sir has already explained you how the process goes. It's a cap round process from the CET cell. Yes, Vineet, I hope I answered your question. Then Vishal, your question.
Madam Diksha is raising the hand.
Yes, Diksha, you can continue. Diksha, you can ask your question or maybe type. So till Diksha comes up with a question, we will take another question from Vishal. Vishal asks, how much is the fees for BCA course? Vishal, we would be happy to assist you with the fee structure, but for that we need to understand what is your candidature like whether you are a Maharashtra student or an outside Maharashtra student, and also some more details about your profile, about you as a person. So you can leave your number and your email ID. We will discuss about the course fees and the scholarships which are available depending on the eligibility, whether you are eligible or no for the scholarship. So we can discuss in person. So please leave your number and email ID. Shruja, your question is BBA course details, please. So Shruja, for BBA course, to get into a BBA course with us, CET is mandatory, and yes, you have a lot of specializations that you can go for in BBA. And if you want, you can put up your email ID and we will be sending you the brochure, and we can also connect over the call to discuss more, because this is a very specific question related to BBA. I'm addressing Sruja's question. So Sruja, you can leave your email ID and your contact number here. फैजान, आपका इंग्लिश में प्रॉब्लम है, कोई बात नहीं है। आपने आपका नंबर दे दिया है, तो हम आपको कॉल करेंगे और हम आपको एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे। आपके जो कुछ डाउट्स हैं हम क्लियर कर देंगे।
ओके, ठीक है।
Thank you. To all the students, all your questions related to the fees of the course, it will be very difficult to discuss the fees of each and every course on this platform, because these are specific questions related to the course. So you can leave your number and your email ID, and one of our counselors will connect with you and explain the course, as well as we can discuss about the fee structure as per the candidature, as well as your eligibility for the scholarship. Diksha, you can please ask your question. Diksha, am I audible? You can please ask your question. Yes, I think Diksha, you have already posted a question, and this is related to the fees. So you can write your number and your email ID. We can discuss about the fees and the scholarships available. Students, I would request you to post the questions or ask the questions which are related to the course or MIT as a college, and what are you going to get in MIT once you join, maybe joining formalities or related to the form. We will be happy to assist you at this platform, so that all the queries related to course details and prospects and future about what happens after computer science, what is the placement, we will be happy to take these kind of questions and this platform. When it comes to fees, and when it's very specific to one particular topic or subject, you can leave your contact number and we can personally connect with you. So Sanika Nikam, yes, we have taken up your question, and I guess one of our counselor is already in touch with you.
Hello, madam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would like to answer the question raised by Suruja regarding BBA. Actually, I was trying to unmute the mic, but due to some technical issues, I was not able to.
No problem.
Okay, Suruja, your question is regarding BBA course, BBA course details. So in our college, under management, we have two programs, that is BBA and BBA International Business, that is BBIB. Both the programs are of 4 years, 3 years mandatory, and 4th year is optional, in which you will get honors degree. In BBA, we offer 3 specializations, that is HR management, we can say, financial management, and marketing management. You can select any one of these 3 specialization areas. You may go for HR, or you may go for marketing or finance, as per your area of interest and the area in which you want to make your further career. In BBIB program, we offer various courses, that is the subjects related to international business, because that BBIB program itself is a specialized program. So in that you will be studying the subjects related to import-export management, international business management, international project management, international financial management, international marketing management, along with some foreign languages. So you can think of any one of these 2 programs, provided, as already in the meeting it is mentioned, that for BBA, BBIB, BBSCA, and BBA BCA Science, for these programs CET is mandatory. So if you have filled the form for CET, you please appear for the CET, and after that, through cap rounds, you'll be able to take the admission in MIT ACSE, and then you can think of BBA program or BBIB program. Thank you.
Struja, thank you very much, sir. Struja, I hope your question has been resolved.
Sweta madam,
Yes, sir.
that Diksha Dabade, she is raising hand very frequently. So ask her what is her query.
Sir, we have already addressed her query when
But
she
she
is
is
raised. But
again
again,
raising.
I would request Diksha to please post your question or unmute and ask us. Diksha?
Madam, she has posted her query here. What is the fees for BSc animation?
Yes. So as I have discussed earlier, that course-related fees and the scholarship chances can be discussed once our counselor calls you in person. So I hope Diksha must have posted the contact number and the email ID. Our counselor will connect with her immediately. Sky photography, ma'am, today I gave exam of MIT Cyber. So when will the result be and the confirmation letter? So the result for today's examination will be released by 15th of this month. And post that, if you are shortlisted, if you score well, only then you get an offer letter, a selection letter from us, and that is your confirmation letter. Yes, any more questions? Ajay, I have already answered your questions. That question that whether you have already filled Maharashtra BBA CET form. So do you have to fill MIT form separately? So in case if you want to reserve your seat, secure your seat and have a provisional admission, then yes, you're supposed to fill up our form. You can come over to the campus or connect with us personally so that we can assist you in filling up the form. Thank you. Prakash has a question. Is it mandatory to fill the MIT form? Prakash, I would like to know which kind of course, which course you are looking for, and what is your background, if you can tell me in short, so that we'll be able to help you. Because yes, MIT form is mandatory to get an admission into our college. The application form is definitely mandatory. But if you can tell me what course you're looking for, that will be better. Prakash. Gaurav sir has already replied for Bhakti's question. So application form link is there in the chat. Bhakti, you can click on the link and fill the application form. Polan, your query will be answered. Our counselor will connect with you for the fee details for BSc IT. And I hope you must have filled the form by now. And once you fill the form, there is an entrance that we schedule for you. And once the entrance is over, if you qualify for the next selection, then there is a selection letter or a confirmation letter that you get, through which you can secure your seat by paying the fees. Yes, Akshata has a question. Ma'am, is PCB student eligible for bachelor's in commerce? Hello? Akshata, yes, a PCB student can definitely apply for commerce course. I would request you to please click on the application form and fill the application form as soon as possible. Ajay, our campus is located in Alandi, Pune. If you are from Pune, I hope you know where Alandi is, or maybe you must have heard about it. So it's in Alandi. We will send you the details about the campus on your WhatsApp, on your number or your email ID, the location.
Madam, what is your ranking position as per NIRF?
Gaurav sir, if you can take this question.
Yes. In NIRF ranking, 200 rankers details are declared, but we are not in first 200, but we are in first 500. So exact rank is not published by NIRF for our college, but we are in first 500 college in India.
I hope this answers your query, Mr. Pawar. Thank you, Gaurav sir.
Yes, madam. Yes. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Students, I would ask more and more students to post your questions, your queries related to the course, your future prospects after computer science, and what exactly are you going to get once you pursue computer science as a degree, and what about masters after bachelor's in computer science. So these are certain kind of questions which I'm definitely expecting from the aspirants like you. fees and everything can definitely be discussed on a one-to-one level by personally having a conversation on call. Okay, Bhakti has a question. What is the required percentage or marks required for qualifying in BSc AIML?
Okay, so for BSc AIML, minimum eligibility criteria is student must be from science stream with PCM or PCMB group, maths and bio, or maths is mandatory technically. And if student secures 50% plus score in 12th standard, a student is eligible for admission.
Thank you, sir. Bhakti, I hope your query is answered. We have a next question on explain the future scope for BBA. Ajay, yes, there's a lot of scope for BBA depending on what specialization that you take. And BBA, I'm sure that if you are a BBA aspirant, your next step would be pursuing MBA after 3 years of your graduation. I would like to ask Amol sir to take up this question about the future prospects for BBA.
Yes, madam. Ajay, very good question. After completing BBA, basically, see, there are two options. If you want to go for job placement, our college has a dedicated placement cell through which you can get the jobs in various industries and on good positions with good package. The highest package offered by our college, offered by the companies to our college so far is around 11 lakhs. So that is the first opportunity you can get, that you can get the job in corporate sector. Or else, if you are a business minded person, business minded student, then after completing your graduation, you can start with your own startup. In our college, we have separate startup cell. IIC also we have, which is recognized by the government of India. So through which we conduct various activities for the students, workshops for the students regarding startups, and we help the students in starting their own business or the startup. So you have two options after completing BBA. First is job or the placement, we can say, and second one is second one is your startup. As far as jobs are concerned, you have jobs in various fields, in banking, marketing, human resource management, in general management also. Like banking officer, you can get the job as a banking officer, loan executive, credit analyst is there. Then in marketing, digital marketing, executive job profile is available. Social media manager profile is available. We can say brand executive is there. Market research analyst job is also there. HR recruiter, as far as HR specialization is concerned, HR recruiter jobs are available. Training and development coordinators, payroll assistants. So a number of job opportunities are available after completing BBA. And if you are a business minded person, you can go for your own startup as well. I hope your question is answered, Ajay.
Thank you, Amol sir. Ajay, I hope your query is answered. To add on to what Ajay sir has said, I would also like to emphasize more on the development or personal development of a person. Yes, about future scope, about the placements and everything, about job opportunities. Yes, for a BBA aspirant and a BBA graduate, there are a lot of options available. But you need to be a fully equipped person equipped as in a lot of skills has to be there in a student so that you can match the market requirement. So this is what I would like to add on. And Ajay, if we have answered your query, you can just type it in the question, or you can ask some more questions if you have. Yes. We have one more question, and that is from Bhakti. Is there scope for BSc AI and ML, and is there good placement in this field? If Amit sir or ma'am, you can pick up this question.
Yeah, Bhakti, really, as I have already tell you, this BSc AI and ML is emerging technologies nowadays. So that's why there is very much scope you are having in this particular course. After doing this course, along with all the certifications and all the problem solving and all, you definitely get a good job in the field of, as I have just tell you that here you can work as a ML engineer or the data scientist or AI research scientist, or you can work here as a again like data scientist also, or AI scientist also. So there are so many again opportunities are available in AI and ML. And basically in this course you learn from the basics of programming to the higher part of your artificial intelligence and machine learning. So in that again image processing is also cover. In that your AI part is cover, machine learning part is cover, then computer vision is also cover. So all this thing is cover in this particular course. I hope you not have any other query related to this.
Thank you, Rashmi ma'am. Bhakti, hope ma'am has answered your query. And as you know that AI is the next new thing that people are going to go forward for. It has already started. So definitely there is a lot of scope in AI. It just depends on the right pathway that you choose from the right mentor. And yes, ma'am will always be there to guide you and assist you. Our next question is from Akshita. What will be the future process of admission after filling up the application form regarding the Bachelor's of Commerce? So Akshita, if you have already filled up the application form, we would like to know when. And after that, your next process will be, we will be scheduling an online entrance exam for you, which is called the college entrance exam. After you qualify the next round, the next process, only then you get a selection letter from us, that is a confirmation letter. In the confirmation letter you will get all the details about the fee structure and the mode of payments that you can choose. So you can just be ready for the next entrance that we are going to schedule. Our next entrance will be announced soon. Yes, students, any more questions? You have all the expertise right here present in front of you who can answer all the questions related to the course at this platform. So this is the best opportunity that you should take and answer and question to be asked to them.
Sweta madam, just appeal them to visit our campus as per their convenience.
Definitely, sir. So our director sir is also here, and he has rightly said that we request all the students who are present in Pune, outside Pune, within Maharashtra or outside Maharashtra, kindly spare maybe 1 or 2 hours, come over. We have a great campus which you can explore, and we have beautiful library that you can explore. We have a reading room, we have a lot of labs, computer labs which are available for you. Apart from this, you can also have a talk with the head of departments and all the faculty members who will be your guides in future, who will be your mentors. And yes, we have a counseling team and we will be there to counsel you in terms of your career prospects and all. But I would definitely ask everyone to spare maybe 2 hours on Saturday as well. We are open on all the Saturdays as well. You can come over along with your parents and visit our campus. So this is a great opportunity. Yes, students, any more questions? All right. So I think most of the questions are already been answered by our domain experts, our faculties. Yes, there's another question here. Will it be helpful for doing BBA along with preparation of UPSC examination after 12th? So Amol sir, I would definitely like you to take up this question.
Yes, Apu. Along with BBA, you can prepare for UPSC examination as well. In our college, we have competitive examination cell through which various seminars, workshops, and activities are conducted. So you can participate in that. And along with BBA, you can go for or you can prepare yourself for MPSC or UPSC examination as well.
Thank you, Amit sir. Appu, this is a very good idea that you have come up with, and yes, we definitely encourage a lot of aspirants who are looking forward for examinations like UPSC and MPSC. BBA is definitely one course that you will be going forward for, but we will encourage you and we will assist you and guide you in terms of your UPSC subjects. Whenever you need any help, our mentors will be there to guide you. So I hope your query is answered. Okay, Riti has a question. Your entrance exam दे दिया है, आगे क्या प्रोसेस होगी? एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दे दिया है, so I wanted to understand when did you, आपने कब दिया है एंट्रेंस? अगर आज आपका एंट्रेंस हुआ है तो 15 अप्रैल तक आपको अगर क्वालिफाई हो जाते हैं तो आपको सिलेक्शन लेटर आ जाएगा और उस सिलेक्शन लेटर में आगे का प्रोसेस अबाउट पेइंग फीस एंड आपकी सीट सिक्योर करने के लिए आपको ऑप्शन दिया जाएगा। तो पेमेंट मोड क्या, कौन से मोड से आप पेमेंट कर सकते हैं वो भी उसी में आपको मिल जाएगा। रीति, आपका क्वेश्चन आंसर हो गया है? ओके, आपके बेटे ने एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दिया है, आगे क्या प्रोसेस होगी? ओके, अभी मैंने आपको बता दिया है कि एंट्रेंस एग्जाम का रिजल्ट अगर आज दिया है तो 15 अप्रैल तक आपका रिजल्ट आ जाएगा, उसके पहले। Akshita also has one more question. Ma'am, I wanted to do MBA in finance, but because I belong from PCB background, I don't have any knowledge about it. But I really want to work on it, so I hope I'll get all the possible help. So this is related to MBA specific or maybe BBA management courses that you're looking for. Amol sir, if you can take up this question.
Yes, madam. Akshita, you want to make your career in MBA finance, but you are from PCB background, that is science background, so no issues. If you take admission for BBA, there is a specialization called finance, or we can say financial management. So if you study BBA finance, almost half, or say, we can say around say 50-60% of the syllabus of MBA will get covered in BBA only. I'm talking about finance. So you'll be able to learn and study the subjects related to finance in for 3 years. Even if you continue for 4th year, again finance related subjects will be there in 4th year. And after that you can go for MBA finance. And in MBA finance you can make your career. So if you go for BBA finance, it will be very easy for you to make your career in finance, especially after completing your MBA. So BBA finance is the right choice for you, Akshita.
Akshita, I hope sir. Thank you, sir. Akshita, I hope sir has answered your query. And yes, as far as MBA in finance is concerned, BBA finance will definitely prove to be a good foundation for you, which will help you to achieve MBA in finance. And it will be, I cannot say it's a cakewalk, but yes, things will be a little easier because your foundation and your base is very much clear during your BBA course with us in finance. फैजान मैम, मैं अभी एंट्रेंस देने वाला हूँ 19 अप्रैल को। ओके,
यस।
सो फैजान, आप कौन सी एंट्रेंस देने की बात कर रहे हो, थोड़ा स्पेसिफाई कर दीजिए।
अभी मैं PCM देने वाला हूँ।
ओके, सो अच्छी बात है, ऑल द बेस्ट। अगर आपको कुछ आगे का क्वेश्चन है इसके रिलेटेड तो आप पूछ सकते हैं।
नहीं।
Students, do you have any more questions? We would be happy to help you. We will be happy to answer all your questions. We have all our expertise and our domain experts present here. I believe most of the questions are already being answered. And I think any specific question related to fees or maybe certain profile or any individual person, we can take it up on a call. Ajay has a question. Can a science student easily understand BBA finance domain? Amol sir, again, I would like you to take this question.
Yes, Ajay, not an issue. Even if you're from science background, when you will study BBA program finance, especially as your question is related to finance domain, not an issue. All the basic concepts related to finance, accounts, everything will get clear. And if you have any queries still related to finance, means after the lecture I'm talking about when you will take the admission, all the concepts and contents we can say related to finance will be cleared by the faculties in the classroom only. And after that also, if you have any query, you can meet the faculty members after the lecture hours also, and you can get your queries cleared from the faculty members. So BBA finance, you can think of BBA finance domain, not an issue, even though you are from science background.
Thank you very much, sir. Ajay, I hope your query is answered. Yes. Kavita has a question that is there any placement guaranteed after BBA from MIT? Is there anyone present from placement department? I would definitely ask them to take up this question.
Madam, to
Yes,
some extent, I can throw light on this particular question, though I'm not
definitely,
from
sir.
placement department. But Kavita, very good question you have asked. You are interested in placement after BBA. In our college, separate and dedicated placement team is there, placement cell is there. So those placement team members, they conduct various sessions for our students after their regular lectures. Those sessions are related to how to prepare for GD, how to prepare for aptitude test, how resume writing workshops are organized, personality development related, communication skills, presentation skills related sessions are organized and conducted by our faculty members. So that will really help you in getting the job. And when you will enter into third year, when the companies they start approaching the college for the campus placement, after that when you'll apply and no appear for the placement, surely you will get the job. Here we don't actually guarantee the job, but we try to give the jobs or the placements to maximum students. In this year, in the earlier slide, Amit sir showed you that 200 plus companies have already visited the college in this year for placement purpose, and around 250 to 60 students have been placed. So we try our level best to bring renowned companies to our college and try to give placements to our students on good positions with good package. So we don't guarantee the job, but we try our level best. 100% efforts are put in by our staff members and the placement department to give you the jobs. And highest package so far is 11 lakhs for our students, and that is for BBA IB student.
Yeah, Mani sir, one important thing. In today's modern world, nobody will guarantee about the placement, because ultimately this placement factor depends upon the performance of the interview at the time of placement drive. So if you are performing well in the interview, definitely 100% selection will be done, and you will be selected for that particular drive. Only thing is that at college level, we are making students prepare to face the interview. This is what Mane sir has rightly pointed out. And for that purpose, we are having a lecture based on communication skill and aptitude skills. So if you are very good in these two parameters or these two areas, definitely 100% selection is always there.
Yes. So, Kavita, does this answer query? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Ajay has another question. What college provides to students for practical knowledge for BBA?
Yes, Ajay. BBA and BBIP department organizes and conducts various events, activities, workshops, conferences for the students. We take the students to the industries through industry visits, where students gain practical knowledge, the theory knowledge which they are getting through their academics, how the theory knowledge is actually practiced in the industries or the corporate sector. That knowledge they get when we take them to the industries. So far we have conducted industries within Pune, within Maharashtra, outside Maharashtra also, and even outside India also. In Dubai and in Japan also we have conducted industry visits. So first point, industry visits. Second thing, we organize various seminars, or we can say guest lectures or expert talks, wherein we invite the industry experts, the managers, senior level managers from the corporate sector. They come to our college, they visit our college, and they share their expertise and the practical knowledge with our students. Apart from that, we also conduct some workshops, or we can say hands-on, for the students, through which they can get some actually we can say hands-on related to their area of specialization. We also organize various seminars, webinars, we can say conferences for the students, so that they can get the practical knowledge. Apart from these things, we make it compulsory for third year students to go for the internships. We make it compulsory for them. At least 3 months internship if they do, then they get the practical knowledge about the industries, about the corporate sector, about their area of domain. We can say the finance, HR, marketing, or any other topic, the area related to management. So internships are also there. We make it compulsory for the students to go for the internships. So through industry visits, through expert talks, through internships, we try to give more and more practical knowledge. Apart from this, we also invite our alumni students. Alumni means passed out students of our college, those who are working on good positions in the corporate sector. They are our passed out students only. So we invite them, and those our alumni, they deliver the lecture, the session for our students, through which the students get practical knowledge and information about the happenings in the corporate sector. So we try our level best to give more and more practical knowledge or hands-on information to the practical information about the corporate sector to our students. I hope, Ajay, your query is answered.
Thank you, sir. Ajay, I hope the query is answered. Vishal has another question, that how much salary if I do AI after BCA? Vishal, I think the similar kind of question was taken earlier, and our honorable director sir also mentioned that salary is a number, but it does not depend on the course that you're doing, or whether which company, or doesn't depend on the college, but it depends on what you are skilled with. So your performance during your interviews, or your overall 3 years of BCA course or graduation course that you will be spending with us, your overall development should happen at such a level so that the companies would be very happy to take you as their employee. So you will have to focus more on your self development, on your academics, and you have to participate in a lot of projects that we will be giving to you, a lot of assignments that you will be getting from your HODs. Amol sir, if you want to throw light on this particular question.
Yes. For BBA, there are various specializations which we offer, our college offers. Your question is regarding which domain is evergreen. Actually, HR, finance, marketing, all these three areas of specializations, Ajay. These are evergreen specialization, or we can say evergreen specialized areas. You can make your career in marketing, you can make your career in finance, you can make your career in HR. All these three are evergreen areas, but most of the students, whatever our experience is, most of the students, they go for finance. So, but it does not mean that if finance only will give you the opportunities, career opportunities in future. HR and marketing also have career opportunities.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Ajay, so I'm sure you must have got the answer for your question. And yes, all the best for whichever specialization you are going to choose. I'm sure that you are going to think about it and take guidance from all our mentors who are present here before you choose your specialization. Akshita is giving Maharashtra CET mandatory for BBA in finance. Yes, Maharashtra CET is mandatory if you have admission in, if you wish to take admission in MIT.
Shweta madam, there is one more question above Ajay. BBA or BCA, which one is better and what are the differences? Kavita Durge has asked the question, so I'd like to address this query. Yes, Kavita, there are two questions. First one is which one is better. So I would like to tell you, whatever the course you get, that course is better for you. You have to give your best. That will be the better course for you. And the second question is, what are the differences? Then yes, definitely there is a difference between BBA and BCA. BBA is Bachelor of Business Administration. So if you have a business mindset, if you want to do your career in HR, finance, marketing, production, right? So then you can opt for the BBA. And Bachelor of Computer Application, BCA. So if you want to become a computer engineer, if you want to become a software engineer, if you have interest in computing field, then definitely you can go for BCA course. So there are opportunities for BBA as well and for BCA as well. So you have to give your best. Your skill set you have to define, you have to develop all the things which are required for the industry, and definitely you will get the better opportunities.
Thank you very much, sir. And Kavita, I hope your query is answered, and all the best, and just follow your passion and your interest. So students, do we have any more questions for our expertise? Please post any more questions if you have. Okay, thank you, Faizan. All right, so I hope we have answered all the queries and the questions that were raised, and our expertise were there to help you throughout for last 2 hours. And I would like to ask all the students to make a note about the courses that we have, about the programs that we have for undergraduate and postgraduate programs, and choose the best option. And I would definitely ask each and every student again to please come and visit our campus. You can explore our website. You can get in touch with our counselor. We already have the numbers that you have posted on the chat box. We have your email IDs as well. Our counselors will certainly get back to you with all the details, and which could not be answered at this point of time. Please note down our contact number for counseling. In case if you want to book a counseling slot with any of our expertise, you can give a call. And I wish you all the best. So thank you very much. Thank you, sir, for being here and answering most of the questions. I thank Amit Tale sir, Amol sir, Gaurav sir, and Lard ma'am as well, who were there to answer all the queries which were raised by the students on time. And thank you for the beautiful presentation. I'm sure this must have helped the students. Thank you very much. Thank you, students. And please visit our website. Please call upon the number which is mentioned here on the screen. Thank you.